Stay with me, stay with me. We're almost done. Just a little bit, little bit, little bit. Good morning. Welcome to my studio. I am Talita from Rosalita, and today I am making an order for a client that ordered 4 pants. And I thought, let us shoot this to show you how easy this Rosa pants is that you can buy on my Etsy shop. We will leave the link in the description below, and how fast you can make it. If you are in sew to sell, then my patterns will definitely work well for you. And I work with stretch fabrics. I think overseas they're more referring to knits, um, which gives us the opportunity to cater for more than one size because it can stretch a little bit. Some people like it more fitted, and some people like their items more loose. So yes, this is the ideal kind of patterns and fabric to work with for customers like that. Okay, so yes, I've got 4 to do, 2 white and 2 navy, and this is a regular customer. Um, I must say, I have my customers, some of them for like 14 years, and they still order these basics over and over and over again. So, uh, see, oh, now I hope everything is okay. Sorry, I didn't see that. So we will just cut that part out. Okay, let's go. So I am going to shoot this whole time that I'm going to make this, and then we'll see if I'm going to edit it or not, or maybe we just leave it uncut, unedited, raw as it is, so you can really see the whole process and how long it takes. So this fabric that I'm working with now, we call this bonbon. It's a Korean bonbon because you get quite a variety of them. It's a polyester fabric. So what the clients love about this is that it doesn't crease. They love to wear it and also take it with them when they go on holidays or travel or anything. Okay, now if you buy the pattern, you'll see there is a how-to video for this Rosa pants. In that video, I pin everything before I start with the construction. But in real life for me, because I have literally made thousands of these pants, I don't pin anything anymore. And I do this really like a production run. So you do all the same colors at the same time. You do the same part of the pants, like now that I'm fixing the crotches, the 2 panels to each other. So both of the pants, I'm starting with that first. So now I've done both. Now I'm going to join the crotch. After I've joined the crotch, oops, I see I haven't cut through yet. Oh, I didn't do the cutting on the video as well. I did that yesterday already. What's nice about a customer ordering the same pattern is you can lay all 4 layers on top of each other, and then you cut them all together. So that's the whole idea of running a small production line, is to do the same thing. Everything that is the same, you must do it together. If you are sewing to sell, you'll know the biggest thing, more than the fabric, is that the time that we spend on making the item. If it's clothes or accessories or whatever it is that you are making, time is your most valuable asset. And that is the thing that actually determines your price And then comes the raw material like the fabric. So the quicker you can do this, the better price you can charge your customer. And so yes. Now that I'm not pinning, you'll see that I really try to line up my fabric as good as I can. Why while or why why it's actually working here well is because when I cut, I really make sure that everything lines up. You know, when you work with this kind of fabric, this uh, stretchy fabric, um, sometimes, especially when you cut layers, there might be like a half of a centimeter, a few millimeters here and there out for the panels that must go on each other. So what I like to do is after I've cut the panel, I leave it on the cutting table. I take off my pattern and then I measure like the inside of the leg of the one side of the front and then the inside of the leg uh, of the back panels and then the outside of the legs on the front and back. And then I make sure they are the same, like exactly the same. And that's where you can really find, you see maybe while you were cutting something was stretching to this or to that side. So you'll see here, everything lines up nicely. So then I can just go. There is no time when you do production to pin and to cut away and to do that kind of stuff. You just need to start sewing and get going. All right. I'll show you now the next one, which I haven't showed you. I always start on the one side and then I go down the leg, the outside leg, and then I do the insides of the leg. I start at the bottom and then I go up. I just found over the years that somehow, I don't really know why, that makes a difference at the end. When you turn your pants right side out and you press them, that there's no puckering. I don't know if you guys have noticed a lot of times you get pants, a lot of the stretchy pants, and it's puckering on the sides or it hangs skew. So yeah, I don't like that at all. I like to give my customers a nice product. So yeah, the first pants is stitched together, sewed together. Everything lines up nicely at the crotch. You can see the joints lovely. And yeah, there the first one is done. And now the second one. So I always take the back and I'll show you nicely how I use it or do it. So this is the back that is now joined at the crotch. And then I take my front that's already joined. Oopsie. So, and then I take the right side of the spans that I'm going to put together on the side. I also do like this. You see that everything is nicely lined up and draping nice. So then I take the left side and I put it on the machine so it doesn't hang here and pull on the pants. So everything that I'm doing really helps with the end product so that nothing is skew, or especially if you're not pinning, and to make sure that your seams are really nice and professionally done. So yeah. So when I get just a little bit past the crotch, you see then I go here to the where the seam will be. I line that nicely up. You see here everything is nice on both sides and they're lining up nicely, but I pull that or I put that together. And then I take it there, I come back, and then I like to pull it like this. So you can see it's nice and straight. Okay. I am not a fan of unpicking, so I'd rather do my cutting perfect as can. And then once I get to the machines, it's just enjoying it. Okay, so now this part that I haven't done yet, I put this on my lap now. So it also doesn't pull on the fabric. I've seen in the past when you put your stuffies like this inseam now together, and this thingy is hanging here, and it pulls on your fabric, especially, especially with the knits. It really has um, a way of making your seam not comes out the way you'd like it, all nice and professional, all beautiful. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to say that when I did this side, I went from the top and going down to the bottom. And then for the inseam, I started at the bottom again. Okay. And then I'm going up to the crotch and then down again. At the end, when everything is made, I'll show you nicely how nice they came out. So yeah. And if you don't know fabrics, sorry, this bonbon or any stretch fabric or a knit, you can work with this overlockers. You can use your domestic overlocker as well. I just love my industrial overlocker because she's working so fast. I love it. Sorry, you saw now I took this leg again and I put it now here on my lap. So nothing is pulling on the fabric. Yeah, so the knit fabrics, you don't need to do a straight stitch on your straight stitch like you have to do on wovens and natural fibers. So the knits really make and go much quicker than natural fiber fabrics. Okay. I know some people are all for natural and some people do love the polyesters. I must say I love both. But when it comes to sew to sell, this polyester, especially the bonbon, works perfect and great. Okay, and now I'm going to put in the elastic. What I do is I take my pants. Sorry, forget to show you every time. This is an extra large pants. So I take it and the back side. So you see the back seam. I lie the pants down so that that one is now on top. So I think you can see. So that's now on top. And then I take the other pants as well. And I also lay it down with the back side facing up. And it's now right side facing up there. And here's my elastic for all four. I'm going to do all four of them now. That's how I like to do it. You can do it on your straight stitcher for time, to spare time as much as you can. I like to do them here on the overlocker. I've done it for years like this. This is working for me. And I'm putting it twice through the overlocker. So once they're all through, I come back and just to make sure they are nicely in place, I put them through for a second time. Good. Right. Now I cut away the overlocking, and then I'm going to mark them. Show you now. Good. I take all 4 of them where I've joined them now. Okay. And I pull it nicely downwards. Oopsie. There we go. Okay. So now all of them are nicely lined up. So here I've got now the other side. And I'm going to use my marker. And I'm quickly just marking for me a small little thingy jiggy there. Oh, it's a little bit blurry. Okay, doke, but I think you can see just on the side of the elastic. And then I take it and I open it and I look at my overlocking is now opposite the mark that I made. This is only to put all of them into 4/4. On our YouTube channel, you'll see there is how to put in an elastic in detail. So then you can see all of this happening there in detail. For today, I just wanted to show you quickly how I make a few of them. So now I mark this again. And I mark my other 4/4. Perfect. Elastic is done and ready to be put in. I also like to put in a small ribbon so that the client can hang her pants if she doesn't want to fold it. And then it's nice and neat. All right. So now I put my elastic inside of my pants. And I start the overlocking. And then I take my side seam and the mark that I've made. And I stretch my elastic. So my fabric is on top of my elastic with the fabric facing right side up. But like I said, there is a nice video that is zooming into all of this so you can see how we actually do the elastic by itself. All right. And taking that mark again, line it my seam on the crotch. I love putting in elastics. It's nice. And I know not everyone likes elastic, but me and all my customers for years loves it. It's really very comfortable. Talking of that, if you go to our pattern shop on Etsy, you'll see my patterns isn't really trendy. It's very practical and it's very comfortable. And I promise you, if you get customers to buy it, you have customers for life because they really like how this feels, how it fits, and they come back for more and more and more, especially on the basics. It does have a lifetime, this fabric, but not like just 1 or 2 years. I must say there's some of my basics. There's one pants in particular that I still have, and I think it's now 7 years, and I'm still wearing it. But my other basics as well, it's years, but it is in this fabric. If you use something like a viscose lycra, you'll see it won't last that long. It will make knees as well. I love the viscose lycra prints. Sometimes you get the most beautiful prints in it, and that fabric works well for my patterns, but it does have a lifetime. So if you wear the pants as the day goes by, like with jeans and things like that, it it makes knees, where it's stretching too much. The dress I've got on now is also a viscose lycra. So what's nice about this is it's not that hot, where the bonbon is a little bit more warm or hotter. If it's really high summer by us, like 32, it's a really the fabric is too hot to wear, and you really want your natural fibers or like the viscose lycra. But your bonbon is a perfect fabric to wear um, for the how can you say, not winter times as well. Maybe if you're in menopause over 50, you can wear it in winter. I do have customers wearing it in winter. That is in the menopausal season of their lives. But otherwise, when it's like anything from 15 to 30 degrees, like here in South Africa, you can still wear it and it's not too hot. Okay, so there is both of these pants are done, almost done. I've got the elastic in, they are joined. Now I'm going to overlock the hem. On my machine, I just make my needles tension a little bit more loose. Otherwise, it makes puckers when I work on a single layer like this. Right, I don't know how much time, 22 minutes. That's paused. And we've got these two pants that just needs the hem to be finished and the elastic. And then they are done. So, let me just finish this. Sorry, making a lot of noise. I don't know. I think this must be so boring to watch. But for people that are making this and that wants to make this, I think you'll learn a lot on the process of the construction side and how to make it profitable. Okay, so they are fine. Oh, almost. Skip this one. That had happened quite a few times before that I skipped one, and when I'm done on the overlocker and everything is set up on the other straight stitcher, then I see, oh no, I've missed one, and then I must come back to the overlocker. That's not nice. But yeah, great. Then I turn my attention back. I don't know, some of you that might have overlockers, that's industrial overlockers, will know that we don't have any gauges or anything on here that tells us if it's tight or not too tight or anything. You just go and you learn your machine and you go on feeling. Okay, dokie. So, two are done. Now I'm quickly going to change the thread while I'm on the overlocker. If you do different colors, you do all the different colors on the overlocker first before you move to the other machine. That will really spare you time. Okay, let me just look at my threads. If you don't know this, but I think you most probably will, how to that one there, sorry. How to do your threads when you change colors to do it much easier. Sorry, I'm busy here. You can't see me now, but I am just quickly joining or making a knot from the white to the navy. So I don't have to thread the whole overlocker because that takes a lot of time. You guys will know if your thread breaks or something like that and you have to rethread. That's not nice. Okay, so now I have just make a knot between the white and the navy on all 4 of them. And now I'm going to cut my needle, the 2 threads on the needle, I cut that loose, just under the needle, that makes sense. And then these 2 toes, the threads that's coming on these 2, I just pull on them. Okay, and you'll see, I pull it through, and there they are through, and here's the navy. Okie dokie. And then on the white, take it there, and I pull it through. The white is a little bit more stiff or tight here, so I just pull a little bit on my tensioners to get it nicely through, and then I pull it here on top and here to make sure that my threads are nicely going through the tensioner. I don't know what you call it, the thing that determines the tension on your threads. Okay, because it did happen to me once or twice that I was working and I saw that the tension doesn't look right and things didn't work right and couldn't figure it out. And then at the end I saw, oh my golly, when I changed the colors, I didn't pull it through or make sure that it's nicely into that tensioners. I hope that makes sense if I am explaining it like that. Okay, so there I put that through. I just take a little piece of fabric, then I change my colors to make sure, because sometimes the threads differ a little bit from different suppliers, and I just want to make sure that my overlocker works beautiful. You can see there on both sides, everything looks nice. There's no puckering of fabric or pulling or anything on it. And then I also open it up to make sure that the needles aren't too loose, the threads of the needles, but it looks good. I'm happy. All right. And now we can go to the navy. Oops. Can take that off now. Wonderful age that we didn't ever used to wear glasses, but it is happening now. But you get such beautiful glasses and glass frames now that actually sometimes nice to see all the options there is now to help us see better. Okay, so let's see. If I look there, it's now 29 minutes. So let's do these 2 navy pants and see how long this takes us. We are supposed to be finished with the construction before an hour is past. So let's see. I'm going to go a little bit faster on these ones because I'm not going to explain it all so much again. You have a good idea of what I said the previous time. So I'm going to do it now as I usually do it. But you know what? When you talk so much like I'm talking now, that's also keeping you busy or making you slower. A good thing for you if you are making or sewing to sell is to, when you're really doing a good production run and you really want to be productive, start early in the morning. I mean, like early. If you can, like 6 o'clock early. I found that if I can start that time by 12, I've done much more than I would do from, say, 12 till 6. Early mornings, I just don't know why. I think it's the sunrise, it's the birds, it's your phone and emails and messages are quiet. So yeah, you get much, much more done. And then I will also recommend that you don't use or don't have your phone with you the whole time, because that will definitely distract you um, with answering and chatting to people. Like I said, if you need to do this for a living and you need to make money, you need to go, go, go when you have the time to do it. I must say, I love to do while I'm busy with the construction, because after cutting, cutting takes concentration. So when I'm cutting, I don't have any music or anything on, and I don't have my phone with me, because I can really concentrate on that. And like I said, then I do it perfect. So I don't have problems once I'm here. Once I'm here, I can just go. So then what is a nice thing to do is to listen to a podcast. You can listen to music, anything like that. But it is nice to listen to something that builds you up, or yeah, get some time in, because we don't always have time to listen to nice thingies. That's good for our souls, but when you are on the machines, you definitely have time, because this is just, you don't need to concentrate so much as when you do cutting. So you can listen to either teachings or preachings or music or whatever you like, depending on what mood you are in. This times to me actually is one of the most important times. I love, love, love to work behind the machines, to do a good production run. But yeah, at the end of the day, sitting here for hours, I must say, your back and your feet and your legs are burning. But if you could get a lot done, it was a good day. It's not ideal to do that every day. So yeah, you do have to look after yourself, hey? But when you have the time, go for it and finish the job. All right, you'll see here that I'm busy with my first one. I'm going now to the last outside seam of the leg. Bubbling, babbling a lot. So maybe it's awkward of me sitting here and working. I can't talk, so I'm going to talk to you. Maybe I can tell you how I started this whole journey of making clothes. In 2007, me and my husband, we opened a retail shop, a small little shop, and we opened it with the idea to sell interior items. He does beautiful woodwork, and we sold some of his cabinets in there. And then I had some nice cushions and, all the smalls for a house. And then we had a room divider in our shopping. And I got a beautiful dress from a friend of mine. At that time, she bought it from I don't know where, and then she sold it or sell it. And then I bought that address from her to put it over the room divider, to give an idea to the customer what they can do with the room divider. And then everyone that walked in wanted to buy the dress. And I'm like, what? Buy the room divider. Don't buy the dress, man. But yep. So I found the lady that I bought the dress from, and I asked her, does she have more dresses? And she said, yes. So I bought a few more of those dresses, and nothing sold except those dresses in the next few days. So then I thought, okay, the the people want clothes or that kind of clothes. And yeah, then I bought a lot of clothing from her that was beautiful. And then another lady started to supply me with handmade clothing. The dress that I bought from the first lady was something that was imported. Um, and then the people just started to buy clothes. And then because it was a shop, you really don't want to sell anything that everyone has, because then it's just a price um, battle going on. And I love to give something unique and something special. So, yeah, out of that, I was thinking, okay, maybe I must learn how to make clothes and employ a few people. And yeah, that is what we did. I didn't know anything about sewing. Actually, I hated sewing when I was at school, and they teach us there a little bit about sewing and cooking and stuff. And that's now years ago. But I didn't like that at all. The whole pattern that you had to iron, and then you had to pin it to the fabric, and then the picture that you see that you're going to make, and once it's made, like so many patterns out there, it doesn't look on you like it looks on the pattern and things like that. Oh, no, I didn't like it. So I never, ever, 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 ever in my life thought that I would make clothes, and never thought that I would sell them. But yep, that is how it all started in 2007. And yeah, I enjoyed it. And I've bought from quite a few people also that made clothes. I don't have that shop anymore. But yeah, there was a lot of beautiful stuff from different suppliers there. Um, Seasons changed and things changed. So I've taught myself at the end how to make this, and I used the knowledge that I had with the woodworking and the interior and put that into the patterns. So I must say I have a lot of respect for people that make wedding dresses and things like that. I don't like making stuff like that at all. I love making this day wear, easy to wear, and then actually timeless items. Um, like I said, we are not a brand that focus on trends. I like to make things that you can wear today and you will still love it in a few years from now. And this is also not everyone's cup of tea, but what I'm trying, and that has happened over the years, is that with a basic pattern like this, rosa pants now. And we'll show you a few photos of the rosa pants on this video, so you can see how it looks on other people. But everything, literally everything of this patterns is in your fabric that you choose. So yeah, like I'm making this now, it seems just like a plain basic. There's nothing to it. And yeah, there is nothing to it. It's just plain. But the customer that is going to wear this together with the basic tops has a very nice base to wear, and then she can put anything over it for years to come. But as soon as you choose a print to make this pants in, then the look is totally different. Totally different. And then depending on the kind of print, oopsie, go back, the kind of print that you use, that determines the look and feel. So if you are making clothes to sell, you You know what your brand stands for. You know how your brand looks, or your brand more focused on prints and vibrant colors and colorful joy. Um, if you have the courage and you like to um, test fabrics out and try to do things that you don't usually see, then this will work very nicely for you. And you can, if you have this basic pattern, you can do a border at the bottom. You can just cut like 10 to 15 centimeters away at the bottom and put another border on if you like something like that. You can put a slit in on the side. You can put, if you don't like the elastic, you can go for a waistband on this. If you really want and you want to do a zip and um, yeah, something like that, you can do that as well. And you can do pockets in this. You can put a pocket in. You can really do anything. I will in future make a few videos maybe with pattern hacking with pants and give you ideas what to do. Um, but yeah, you know your customers. If you, I must say, when I buy fabric as well, then I somewhere immediately in my mind's eye see this customer or that customer and think, oh, she's going to love this, or this one's going to love this, or that one's going to love this, or that. And then, yeah, that is also so nice to buy for them what they like, because you are just guiding them, but you are making things for them that they will love and that they will love to buy. I think that is sometimes the problem with the sew-to sellers, is you only want to make what you like and what is your preference and what is your brand. Where I found that that didn't work for me. I'm learning my customers and then I design for them. I do use my intuition, if I can put it like that, and what I like, but I've made a lot of stuff like this now. I won't wear this. I don't wear really whites, and I love prints. All the pants I have in my closet are prints. I do have a black basic pair, and I think I might make me some more basics in like a pewter or a mocha or something like that. But overall, I love a printed pants. So, but that is me. But now, with this kind of pattern that I'm using here, you can cater for someone that likes basics, that doesn't get pants for her size in the shops that fits well. And because this fits well on her body, she feels much more confident about herself. And that is what this is about. We are making clothes for other people so that they can enjoy it and that they can wear it with confidence and don't feel like they need to measure up to anyone or anything out there. All right. Now I am just going to do the hemming. We are at 44 minutes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. This is making a noise. There we go. I just feel that it doesn't snap when I stretch it. And not all overlockers do this. But I find that on my machine, when I work a single layer and I stretch it, it wants to snap. So that's why I loosen the needles. Spun, now I forgot the word. I'm gonna think. I can't get to the word. You know when a word sits here on your mouth and you can't get it. But in Afrikaans, it's spanning. Die spanning van die garing. I'll ask my lovey, who's doing all the editing of his videos and stuff, to put the right word in there. Okie dokie. See, I haven't missed a hem. Perfect. All right, just put it back. So I'm quickly just going to double check it now before I forget the next time and start with a new color. Or I'm going to work with an navy later on again. So I just want to check that. Oh, the tension. That's the word. I just want to see that my tension is right again. See there? Beautiful. Now open it up. Lovely. Perfect. Okay. We are at 47 minutes. All 4 pants, the construction is done. And now we are going to move to the straight stitcher. So I need to move you as well. So I'm just going to put a pause there. And then I'll be back with you just now. And I think I'm just quickly going to make me a lovely coffee. See you on the other side. Hello. Oopsie. Okie dokie. So yeah, I'm back. And now we are at the straight stitcher. And we are just going to do the elastics and the hemming. All right. And then we are done. Then I'm going to iron it and I'm going to show you how it looks. Okay. So for the hemming, my tension is on 4. That works well on this machine for me. But when I'm going to do the elastic, just see this thing on. When I do the elastic, then I'm going to put my stitch length. Sorry, not my tension, my stitch length. I'm going to put that then on 2. I don't like the zigzag stitch. I know that is ideal for elastics, but it feels cluttered to me, so I like the straight stitch, but I just put my stitch lengths much closer to each other, and then the thread doesn't snag. Okay. So when I went to make my coffee and quickly change from machine to machine, we were at 44 minutes, if I can remember correctly. I was thinking now that I actually did not take time on the other device. So I only have the info of this video. So we will get it from there, how long all 4 bands took me. Right. I really hope to finish this in an hour. I'm going to try my best. So that means we've got 16 minutes now. 44, 64. Okay. Let's see. Okay. It's nice. It's good. Here we go. This feels weird. I bet you are looking at me. And I'm stitching. Oh, that's so funny. But okay. I want to make more YouTube videos for you guys. I must get used to that. Today we had a wonderful, wonderful rainy day here in South Africa, and it was so dry, so dry. And so, yeah, I think the whole country is celebrating because this is the second or the third day now that we have rain, and yeah, I'm so thankful. We need this, especially the farmers. The crops is not coming up as it's supposed to. So I think this rain is going to be a blessing for them as well. And I can sort of hear the grass grow. That's lovely. That will be interesting. If you would like to leave a comment, um, please tell me where you are from. That would be so nice to know from which country people are looking at this YouTube video. We'll be back. All right, so the first one is done, the hem. I'm doing now the second pants, the hemming. We are standing at 4 minutes for the wobbling. I cannot not talk to you. That also feels weird. So maybe I must just put music in your ears for this while. So I can focus here. Try to reach my 1 hour mark. La, 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 la. What I also thought about is to take my A-line maxi dress pattern. If you look on our Etsy shop, you'll see it there, the A-line maxi dress, and do a few pattern hacks on that. So that means to show you what you can do with that pattern. Even if you go and look at the pattern, it's the same dress I've got on now, and it doesn't look at all like the pattern on the shop. But I've just did a few changes and give it a bust line on the dress that I've got on. And I flared it out a little bit more at the hem. And yeah, some like easy thingies, nice things, so you can give your customers a few options while you're working with one pattern. Remember, this whole video is about being profitable in doing dress sewing. When you make for yourself, or you have customers that really pays well, then you can take longer time. If you want to go sell on a market or something nice like that, or maybe have your own little shop, time is the main thing that is working for you if you plan it and if you do it right. Otherwise, you're not making money. So this was what I was talking earlier on the hem. If you want to do something different, you can always cut like a, in your pattern, you cut your pants much shorter, say like a 30 centimeters shorter, and then you can take the same fabric, but you maybe gather it a little bit. Depending on the fabric, it can look very hippie, but if you take a subtle print, my thread broke. I mean, see, gatapatata is the Afrikaans word for oopsie. So yeah, you can maybe cut it 30 centimeters shorter, and then you can make like a band. You call it a band or a border, and you cut it maybe double or times 0.5 the width of your uh, leg of the pants, and then you can work a border onto your pants and it will look totally different. But you know it will fit. That's the other thing. The most important thing actually is my patterns have really been tested for years. So it does fit a wide variety of body types. And because of the stretchiness of the fabric and on the pants, especially on the elastic, it really works for a lot of people. It's not like a pants zip and that doesn't have a stretch, and if it doesn't fit, you have to return it and things like that. I really don't have that kind of problems because the things work. And even though it's such plain patterns, so let me just check here. Um, it's really a good base to work from. Oh, there, I've missed that little bit. Aish, 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 aish. See, it's now the thread thingy that broke that gives me a little bit of time issues. Let me just see it right now. I like it so much when things are nice and neat and beautiful and straight. Okay, so now that one is done. This one is done, 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 done. Okay, white side up. Now, let us just quickly put on the navy. We are at 10 minutes. We're done. Oh, what? Sorry. I'm definitely not going to make the hour because I didn't do the elastic. Okay, not a problem. Let me just quickly get the thread. Okay, so now I'm moving this on that machine. I actually do like a 2.5. On my other machine there at the back, I use 2 for the stitching when it comes to the elastic. Okay. I always look for the back side where the join is, and then that is where I will start. Elastic, or when I turn it around. Yeah, I like to go faster than this, but because the stitching is so near to each other, and I might rather go a little bit slower. There. This must be boring for you. I will put a little bit of music on. Okay, let's see here. I like to cut the threads on the outside first, so then I can pull it through if there's any wobbly stuffies. I can pull it through to the inside and then I cut the again. Okay, that's done. Luckily, I remember the elastic before I took out the other threads on top. Here we go. I think I may just put this on time lapse or a quicker, faster pace. But I will definitely give you the real time, honest time. There's some other ways to put in the elastic as well, especially if you don't want to stitch it like I'm doing here now. And you can also just, but that will be with a thicker elastic. Like once you've put the elastic onto the fabric on the overlocker, and you come to this side, you just stitch it in the ditch, like they'll call it. So you will take all the seams, and once you turn your elastic to the inside, like I'm doing now here, you'll just stitch. You'll do it like this, and you'll turn it around, this, and you'll just stitch in that ditch. That's what they call it. So then I know especially the younger girls likes it. I'm going to do that with the lounge set that I'm going to do now in the near future. I was actually planning doing it today. I don't know if I'm going to have time still. I must quickly go to the printers. That's busy printing all of my buttons. And I have a problem on the printer. I must quickly just go and have a look on what I want to do there. But um, so on the lounge set that I am going to make, it's a new pattern for the Etsy shopping. I will on that one. I'm going to do the other elastic, the other way of putting the elastic, so you guys can see how that option works as well. Like if you've got younger clients and they wear these pants with a short top or a crop top, then that works well for them. I've got some dirty of the machine later. Okay, so that one is done as well. Okay, now I can change the threads. Um, foreign gear on this other machine. Come on, go away, go away. So I like to tie this as well. Not pull it out. the needle, put it through, make sure it's in all the places the right, so it's got the right tension. And while my machine is now on the stitch length for the elastic, I will start with the navy on the elastic as well. It may sound stupid, but all these little things like keeping your machine in the same length and first doing the elastic on the other color really saves time, even if you think it's just seconds that you change the stitch length. At the end of the day, all of these little things spares time when you're doing production work. Ah, maybe let's go. And remember, I'm talking now here about going fast and working for time and at time. When you say to sell, I'm not talking about or speaking or talking. Mm, you know, it's not to work hasteful. That's not at all what I mean. It's I am trying to show you how to work productive. So it's not anxious and and I must go, things like that. This is all about being focused, and especially if you don't talk as much as I do now, go much quicker, and then but still working at a pace. How can I put it in your heart? That you don't feel rushed, and because for a long time I worked like that. And it's the adrenaline and the cortisol and all of that things that are driving you. And to work at that place or in that place or from that place, it's not healthy. It's not good for you. And at the end, it will have its toll on your body. So believe me, take it from me. You can work effective, fast, and productive and still make your money without being rushed and hasteful. And I've also found that when you go and you're being rushed and anxious and worried and stuff like that, then more things go wrong. And we don't like that. It's not good for you. You are doing this because you are uh, giving a nice product for your customers and you are adding value to their lives by giving them something that they can't find in shops that they love to wear. And so, in the whole making of it and the creation of it, also needs to be uh, a calm spirit. I know it sounds weird. But for the ones that were working like I was working for a long time, know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. After this, we are just going. We are just going to do the hems. And then I'm going to iron it, but I'm not going to shoot that. That is now really boring. I'm just ironing my seams wrong side out and pressing my hem. And then I'll come and show you what that looks like. And then this is ready to be packed and shipped or courier. I don't know. I think you guys call it. You guys will courier it. Couriering. Courier. I really try my best with this English. So, but I'm sure you get the message. And if some of my fellow South Africans are watching this, julle kan maar lekker lag vir my, hoor. Wel, dit klink dalk verkeerd, maar vir my, ons sê kom ons lag saam. No, I'm not an English person at all. But look, now that I'm doing this YouTube stuffies, I must uh, learn this. Maybe I'll get better as I go. Ow. Sorry, it's my hand that hit this other machine. Okay, dokes. I think that is it. Right. Let's go to him. We are at 24 minutes. Da, 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 da. Let me just get my assay thingy for this length of the width of the thing, right? There. No. I don't know if you guys have ever worked with bonbon or like this stretchy knits. Then sometimes wants to make like a cook sister. I wonder what cook sister is cook sister. It's like a wavy thingy. Um, but most of the times I do get that ironed out. And as I'm putting this hem in, I am feeling the fabric under my fingers to feel that you don't stretch this. So it makes like that. Um, and then there's not a lot of puckering, please. You see, it's nice and straight here. It's not. I want to explain it, but no, it's not pulling more to this side and more to that side. Then it's making a cook sister. My lovey will help me with that word, and then we'll put it on here to say what's the English word for a cook sister. But a nice straight pressed hem. Oh, it's just beautiful. So that's the one thing of making basics and working with basic patterns like mine. The room for error is not a lot. So once you work with gathers and busy patterns, a lot of things you can hide a lot of stuff there. It's also like a house, the interior of a contemporary house is more difficult than a house that has like a classic look, because a lot of stuff you don't see if there is any mistakes. But when something is clean and uncluttered and simple, plain lines, you'll see much quicker if something is not straight. You see? So you'll have to work nice and straight and iron everything beautiful and flat. And then your end product is shana and beautiful. Once I'm done with this hem, I'll have to do other pants hem. And then we are done, babies. Stay with me, stay with me. We're almost done. Just a little bit, little bit, little bit. And then we will be there. Do. Okie dokie. Last one. Let's do you. That sounds funny. Do you? Doesn't sound right. Let's stitch them. Oops. Sorry. I forgot you guys are looking and I've just like neerie. What do you call a neerie? In Afrikaans, it's a neerie when you sing without words. Mm-hmm. See, I'll get more clever in time with this whole English thing. And we are almost in the last, what do you call it? Uh, of month. I lost my words. Those. You know, a relay, when they run a relay, that the last stretch. That's what it is. We are in the last stretch of this dance. The last hymn is happening now. Almost, almost. Time I want to start nearing again. When I think, oh, I'll rather play you some real nice music in the background. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so now it's really, really in the last stretch. We are almost done. Almost, almost done. And one, two, three. And the crowd is cheering. Yay! Look at that. Off with the machine. We are at, oh my goodness gracious, 52 minutes. Okay. So now I'm going to iron. I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's done. And yeah, I'll see you in no. Hi, you guys. All right. So I'm back now. I have just quickly counted all the minutes together and with the ironing. So then I came to 86 minutes that it took me to make these 4 pants. So, but I have done a lot of them, and like I said, I didn't use pins and stuff. So I think you can easily say, if you're a newbie to this, you can make it maybe in 2 to 3 hours, maybe a little bit more, maybe say half a day. Even to make 4 pants in half a day is a lot. So that's good. That's very, very good. If you are doing this for quite a while, you'll definitely in an hour and a half, you can do 4 pants from the beginning to the end. The only thing is the cutting. I didn't work in the cutting. So say, let's give it 2 hours to be safe. Um, that you can work on. So you can make quite a few pants in a day if you just do that, and if you do it in a production run. All right. So let me just quickly show you. Here is the white one. This is the legs that I wanted to show you how nice it comes out. There's no puckering and thingies on them. I hope you can see it. Oh, but daisy. You see there? Nice and straight. There's nothing here at the sides pulling. So yeah, I think it came out beautifully. So there is number one, and there is number two, and whoopsie, sorry, there is number three and number four. So yes, 4 pants, give or take 2 hours to be safe, with coffee in between. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you will go and buy this pattern, or any pattern for that case, that you can make in this way. And then I hope that you can make something beautiful, even for yourself or for your customers. So now I'm off to my printers. I can't wait to see the fabric. I've printed a beautiful, vibrant fabric, fabric, but I will come and share that with you most probably as well when I get to the cutting and production side of those orders. So I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying. And yeah, please like and subscribe. Bye.